Hi, everybody. This is Jordan JoJo Ultimate Gates here with another great review for Friday Night SmackDown, the June 5th edition, 2020. I'm here to give you guys one of the greatest reviews that I can actually give you. The show started with Sheamus and Jeff Hardy going head to head in a tense promo. The promo alone, I feel like, was great for the both superstars. Sheamus and Hardy both just came back from injury. The WWE is very capitalized on their success as this time in the pivotal moment of the pandemic. Jeff Hardy has recently came back off a leg injury, and Sheamus came back off an injury. I believe that this storyline that these guys are in are going to prevail them and push them to the utmost high in the roster, and hopefully even make both of them win a title later on down the road. Sheamus has been accused by Hardy for the attacks on Elias, and Elias being injured in last week in the car accident, and Sheamus reversed it and said, Hardy, come on, you have drug addictions and you need to own up to your problems. You're the root of the problem. You're why Elias is injured. And Hardy took immediate defense, began charging at Sheamus. Sheamus attacked Hardy, giving him a brutal onslaught, a brutal beating. It was horrific to me. I enjoyed every moment of it, and I really hope that these guys put on an amazing show at Backlash. WWE once again gets a lot of props for putting these two together. Then after the commercial, we saw Mandy Rose with Otis versus Baron Corbin. That match was a pretty fun match to watch. It was actually a funny, kind of hilarious match. You know, Otis always has to do the pillar, and seeing him do that is just hilarious. It reminds me of when I was growing up with Scotty 2 Hotty and Rikishi. Baron Corbin, still being the complete heel that he is, he put on, and the powerhouse that he is, because Corbin, I'll give him this, he's a good entertainer, but at times it's kind of, his mic skills are kind of iffy. But for overall, this match was pretty good. It was backwards and forths. Both of the guys, being the heavyweights that they are, put on a great show. King Corbin did his usual great move set. Otis, once again, his move set is hilarious. Him and Mandy even cut a promo with him getting out of the pool before the match. That was downright just, guys, if you want to laugh, you need to check out that promo. The match was pretty good for the most part. I would say it wasn't the best of the show, but it was pretty good. I would give it like a 3.5 out of 5. It wasn't bad, but it also wasn't boring. And ever since making the move to Fox, like I said earlier, SmackDown has been really good. If you haven't checked it out, you should check out either next week or whenever you get the free time. I know we're all busy right now with the stuff that's going on in the world, but this WWE is handling the pandemic era of wrestling very well. Otis overall dominated the match, beat Corbin with the caterpillar, got the 1, 2, 3. It was a pretty good match. Boy, there's nothing more else that I can say. Otis, I'm really actually intrigued to see how he's going to cash in the WWE Money in the Bank. Miz and Morrison, they are bothering and harassing the WWE champion Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman has not really accepted their handicap match yet, but they're trying their hardest to get him to accept. And I'm pretty sure after the stints that they pulled this week, he's going to demolish them whenever they do fight. I'm thinking that it's probably going to be at Backlash, but I might be wrong. It's a build-up. And Miz and Morrison, they basically are doing things to antagonize and stalk Braun Strowman. But we're going to get more into that later on in my review. But Strowman is not playing any games with them. And if they want those hands, they're going to get them. Then, after that segment, Lacey Evans and Sonya Deville put on a great match. The match was so intense, you guys. It was backwards and forth action, just amazing across the board. I would for women wrestling, and not to downplay women's wrestling. I'm a huge fan of women's wrestling, ever since China, and Sonya Deville and Lacey Evans proved tonight that the Divas era and all of the mediocre things that were done in the past to demean their talent, they worked really hard on this match, and they proved to the world, and I believe in this match, that women are really deserving to be having the women's revolution going on right now. Sonya Deville and Lacey Evans went backwards and forths, hitting each other with hard, heavy hits, as they always do. You know, Lacey Evans, she pulled out the somersault. Sonya Deville is being the UFC style fighting that she has, went toe to toe with Lacey Evans, the women's right. Oh my God, it was just such a good match to me. I really enjoyed watching that match. I feel like it's probably going to get underrated, but I feel like it should be the match, one of the few female matches of this 2020. It was a great match. I feel like for it to be on SmackDown, both of these women are definitely going to be future WWE champions. If they aren't, that's not going to sit well with me. But Mandy Rose ended up interfering via Teletron, and unfortunately, Sonya Deville, the one that I was rooting for, and got hit with Lacey Evans' women's right and got pinned for the 1-2-3. But I believe that Sonya Deville is going to get Mandy Rose back for this. Matt Riddle is coming to SmackDown, you guys. It's official. He is coming to SmackDown, and I'm actually excited about it because Matt Riddle has been dominating the NXT scene with his talent. I have been following Matt Riddle ever since he was in UFC. He's proven himself, and he's good. He's a great wrestler. If you haven't checked out his matches, you guys need to check out his matches, and I am really excited to see him on Friday Night SmackDown. The next topic that we're going to cover in this review is once again, the Miz and Morrison. This brought me back to seeing the slime videos when I was growing up. And Braun and Kayla was actually having an interview, and unfortunately she got slammed, and that didn't end well. The next thing that happened after would be AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan facing off against each other in a promo, which in a war of words that Renee Young was unfortunately stuck in the middle of. AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan, being the great and amazing talent that they are, they went blow to blow, head to head with just words. They didn't even attack each other this week. Next week is going to be the finals of the Intercontinental Championship tournament, and man, I can't wait to see Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles one-on-one. But this week, Drew Gallows was basically AJ Styles' opponent because of him being Daniel Bryan's apprentice. Daniel Bryan actually is helping to teach I'm sorry, you guys. Drew Gulak's, his, they're actually helping him to mentor him into being a great, successful superstar as WWE wants to play it out. But I'm pretty sure that Gallo, I'm sorry, I keep his name is, I'm not a really big fan of him, but he's done good things so far, from coming from the cruiserweight all the way up to the main roster. But long story short, he beat AJ Styles, and I was shocked at that. I didn't like it. I didn't really. I thought the match was good. I was expecting AJ Styles to dominate it, but it shocked the hell out of me, and I'm pretty sure it shocked AJ Styles. Miz and Morrison continued to antagonize and play tricks on Braun Strowman, with Braun Strowman's car being completely and utter decimated by these two. If you know how to get to a man, the best way is to go after their car. And that's why a lot of women, when they get mad or whoever they're into, they go after their car, and that will send them into a complete and utter rage. But we're going to get more into that as we go on in this review. Shorty G and the New Day versus Cesaro, Mojo Rawley, and Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm not really a big 6-man tag match, but this one, because of the participants that was involved, it was a pretty good match. I'm not even going to say it's probably like a 3.5 out of 5. The high flying Kofi Kingston, the ankle lock reminded me of my childhood with the Attitude Era, was amazing. Biggie with hitting the belly-to-belly suplex on Shinsuke Nakamura. The back and forth action was just, I feel like it was good. I'm not usually, like I said, I'm not usually into the 6-man tag matches, but this match alone was kind of good. And the winners, they deserved it. We all know who the winners were, and was Shorty G and the New Day. That was just the New Day. Every match that they're in is hilarious. I got to give it to them. They beat Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro and Mojo Rawley. I believe we all knew that was going to happen. The New Day and the tag team champions. The New Day, they deserve to be tag team champions. I wish Kofi Kingston's title reign was kind of longer than what it was, but it's okay. He'll probably end up getting it back later on down the road. The night went on with Braun Strowman, back to him in his car. The Miz and Morrison, first they found where Braun's car was parked, and the Miz, being the complete butthole that he is, got a golf club and bashed the window shield, and Morrison had a baseball bat and continued to do more damage to the car. When Braun saw that, he became livid, and we're going to cover the rest after that. But no, we're gonna still cover it. He flipped over the truck that they were in and left them just laid out. The main event, which was Sasha Banks and Bayley versus the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, was amazing. I am a personal Sasha Banks and Bayley fan, and yeah, I like Alexa Bliss, but I like her as a heel, not as a face. She's not really entertaining to me as a face. I wish that she could get the WWE Women's Championship back and be a face, because her mic skills and the way that she just interacts with the crowd and insults the crowd and the things that she does is just crazy. It's reminds me of when Trish Stratus was a heel. But long story short, Bayley and Sasha, they dominated this match. They dominated Nikki Cross. Refused to let her get to her corner for a majority of the match. But even when Alexa Bliss got in, it was some good moves, especially when they hit the double attack on Bayley and Sasha Banks in and outside the ring. That was a wonderful moment. But when Bayley and Sasha got that upper hand, that was it. They ended up beating and becoming and surprising everybody and beating and becoming the WWE Tag Team Champions. I really would like for them to get into a rivalry, Sasha and Bayley, but only time will tell. I would give SmackDown, this edition of SmackDown, a 5-star. It was a great match, a great night of matches, and I will be seeing you guys again soon because I will be doing another review over NXT TakeOver in your house. I am really excited for Charlotte to go one-on-one, well, in a triple threat match with Rhea Ripley and Nia Shirai. You guys, hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.